YouTube, and welcome back for another episode of NieR Replicant. Last episode, we officially finished our first playthrough of Playthrough A, and it was a beautiful experience. We cried a lot, and we cried some more. It was really beautifully done. I feel like it was... there's definitely like a part of me that's looking forward to seeing like what all these endings are really gonna be like, because I feel like in itself, like just ending A alone was so like, I don't know, there was so much to it, and I feel like if that was all I played, I would kind of be happy with it. But knowing that there's more to it, I'm very excited to see what else we'll run into. I was not expecting what Playthrough B will entail, so it's time that we jump into it. So if you're enjoying this series so far, please don't forget to leave this video a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more NieR Replicant episodes. And if you haven't turned on the notifications yet, please feel free to turn those on so you know when the next episode drops. If you want to join us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/lunity, I'd love to have you here. And make sure you check out the Patreon for full playthroughs that are unedited if you like more of a full-length, full experience type of vibe. There's a bunch of playthroughs on there like Final Fantasy VII, Remake, Rebirth, we have Final Fantasy XVI, we have Rise of the Ronin, and a bunch of other playthroughs that I'm going to be uploading very soon. So feel free to check it out. Link is in the description below. And a reminder, one more thing, if you have not checked out our Automata playthrough, please consider checking that out first before you watch this, because we will be heavily referencing Automata since that is what we played first. So that's enough yapping for me. Let's get into it, because I've been so excited. The last time we played was almost a week ago, because the Elden Ring DLC came out, and I've been kind of trying to rest my wrist a little bit. So hopefully I won't be too rusty on the controls. But here, we've officially finished Playthrough A. So it's time to get into Playthrough B. I'm so excited and nervous, guys. This is gonna be... ooh, I don't even know what to expect. This is gonna be crazy. Oh, Playthrough B, it's Kainé time, y'all. I wonder how similar this playthrough is going to be to the A line.
Whenever I interacted with Kainé, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time.
Aww.
Anyway.
Are we gonna be starting from here with Kainé? I miss this music. Kainé's dreams, discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. Oh. Because part of me was gonna say, I kind of, in my mind, I was like, okay, maybe we'll see Kainé's POV from before we met her. So let's see where it takes us here, I suppose. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo! Kainé! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. Oh, so she's from the area. As Kainé struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boys seemed taken aback for a moment by Kainé's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kainé turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kainé knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kainé was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak! Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt... Oh, look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kainé prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kainé couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. Ew. The boy grabbed Kainé's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kainé, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys! Let's give the freak what she deserves! As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kainé. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kainé curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you act like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kainé ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! Chanted the children. Freak! 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 Kainé closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kainé was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my God, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kainé. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Oh, the music changed. Instead, their attention was rapt on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. Ancient woman? Her grandma, maybe? Oh, the music! After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kainé again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. Is this her grandma? The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Dima was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. "Ow!" he screamed, leaping to his feet. "Stop it! What are you doing?" "Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch." "You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing could have killed me!" The old woman shrugged. "Death is the best cure for stupid." Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kainé, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. "Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here! Either of you!" Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. "Ha! Look at the fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight." The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kainé. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kainé," she said, "why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kainé, and she turned away. "I knew it." "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." As Kainé's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kainé found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. "You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kainé. You know because you survived it." As the words hit home, Kainé was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kainé called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. Seems like we know where Kainé got it from. But with each year that passed, Kainé and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kainé truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kainé's pain and loneliness, it was her. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Course not! Don't be an ass!" Kainé drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. "But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't..." "Hush," interrupted Grandma. "I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kainé's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kainé want to cry all over again. "Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Oh, that was at the thing. We were gonna take them, remember? Damn. Grandma, you made this for me?" Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kainé reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. "Where did you find these?" "Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping." The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kainé to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kainé's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. "Didn't quite turn out right," said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kainé blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are! What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kainé took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the walk home, Kainé gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away in the wind. The rain had stopped. Kainé stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough, even if it's us against the world. Kainé let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kainé's dreams, daily life. In the distance, Kainé heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe! Kainé's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma! Called Kainé. That you, Kainé? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close, or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kainé close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Oh no. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kainé knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kainé did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kainé knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kainé moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence of a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kainé enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kainé turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kainé swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Yo, Cores, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Damn it! Ugh, crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small, pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kainé redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. pretty clumsy girl. You better practice if you... Huh? Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kainé dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. You can't let it spill. Kainé steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kainé didn't notice. Grandma? Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kainé away. Stop that! Just stop, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kainé desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words could ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kainé was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kainé came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. No. Good night, Caesar. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kainé gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit, but I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kainé strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across the dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kainé moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. Imagine humans being worse than a shade. It's kind of the same thing. But she encountered neither torments nor shades, and Kainé finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kainé took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund, older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kainé's presence. Hey, lady, said Kainé with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me? They seemed to say, but Kainé saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kainé repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kainé cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kainé happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch finally kneel over? Go to hell, Demo! The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kainé under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Stupid Demo. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kainé a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like that picture?" Kainé turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now." Kainé didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kainé and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." "Dude, the picture at the house, I remember." Kainé took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village, and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Callie?" thought Kainé suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandmother is an old friend of mine," he said as Kainé scooted away yet again, "and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much." "Hey Joshy, good morning." Kainé murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kainé returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kainé to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. "Aw, Grandma." She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kainé from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kainé with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was." "Fun, eh?" asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kainé removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmothers that she was going to sketch her portrait. "A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But Grandma, it'll make you live forever." Oh. "Horse shit," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner." But Kainé would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kainé took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kainé finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all." "I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. "Oh, Kainé," she said between laughter. "You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it." "But..." "Hush! I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kainé would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kainé could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Posh!" said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kainé and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself in Kainé's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kainé swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. That was beautiful. Kainé's dreams, separation. Oh no. I'm not ready for this. Is this gonna be sad? Oh no. Kainé listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. "Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug." I'm not sure how old Kainé is here. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. "It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry." "Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs?" "Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug," said Kainé. "And I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible." With that, Kainé held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. "Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right." "Why, you little brat," laughed the old woman. "Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact." 5 years had passed since the moment when Kainé's grandmother saved her from the bullies. Okay. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kainé could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kainé started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kainé lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. "Why the music?" Kainé looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. "Well, I was gonna check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow." "Flagstones? What in the hell for?" Kainé stared at her grandmother and held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "God damn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let 'em come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway." "I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. "Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other." "Grandma, no." "If I don't go to kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that." A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. "Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kainé. Lately, it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kainé thought it was more beautiful now than the day she received it. "You're gonna be a true woman soon," Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. "So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become." Annoyed, Kainé reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman, and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you." "Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day." "Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from?" "Gee, I wonder." "I'll teach you to sass me, girl," yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kainé by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. "Grandma!" yelled Kainé in a quacking voice. "Grandma, stop it! What the hell?" The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she'd ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just..." Kainé thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she'd ever seen. "Listen," she began. "Maybe I should stay home after all." "No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you." Kainé rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead, and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. "Have a bad feeling." Kainé could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. "Don't turn around. Don't turn around," she told herself, but in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gods, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kainé worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kainé pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kainé suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No! Oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. "Grandma? Grandma!" Kainé ran, then faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kainé's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. "It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her." She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kainé, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. I wonder if this is the shade that we fought when we first met her. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kainé responded with a scream of her own. All right, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. It's you or me. Let's go. The shade eyed Kainé with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kainé glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. No. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kainé. Alive! Kainé's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kainé tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. The stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up. Get up! Get up, get up, get up, get up now! As Kainé struggled to her feet, the shade stomped towards the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kainé lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kainé pulled herself across the ground with maddened slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turned up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard! Laughing at us! She had no idea how much a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claws, slightly allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kainé was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kainé rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back! She screamed. Give her back to me! It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted, laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kainé never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kainé? Kainé's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands, reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kainé, you gotta run. You can't. Best this one. Kainé grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on. We have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kainé's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. No! I said run, goddammit! You have to. Have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kainé's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kainé blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kainé's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kainé screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kainé's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kainé seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kainé off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't. Can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kainé's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeating over and over again. Kill it. 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 Kill it now! As the spark that was Kainé slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Whew. God damn! That was intense, y'all. Okay, so we play as...
Anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I didn't even think of that, actually.
Not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. I sort of see it later.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Kill this thing! Get it. Get it. Punch it! You know, knowing what we know now about shades, like, how are shades like humans? But then, like, that's a thing. you know? Kainé's dreams encounter. The reading's not over. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed beyond imagining, Kainé tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. Me read. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kainé and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kainé opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kainé reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kainé turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha! I look like that? Oh God. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kainé laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kainé wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me! Save me! Ka-ha-ha-ha! Kainé finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse. A freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh God, you are the best! Kainé glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kainé tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die. So why not let me have it? Have what? Your body! Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kainé shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Maybe this is like the shade inside of her speaking? Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kainé was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kainé's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. What are we reading? The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, sunshine, screamed the voice. We had a deal! I thought you wanted to die! Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kainé glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kainé stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kainé took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood. Then go out there and... Shut up! Shut up and get the hell out of my body! Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddy of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kainé grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kainé screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed, whispered Kainé. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement even. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kainé looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all that bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade that squashed your granny, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kainé. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kainé considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kainé. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go! Oh, Sunshine, you're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyron, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kainé found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade, and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyron. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyron. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kainé herself. Kainé waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determining to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kainé. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It's going to be the picture, isn't it? Oh, the wreath of lunar tears. I should have known. Dang it. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kainé started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kainé fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kainé, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Hi. Hi, guys.
Oh, hey.
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kainé.
I love that.
Welcome back, Kainé.
Wow. You grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
So handsome.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
I feel like I don't remember this dialogue for some reason in the first game.
No, it's great. Thank you.
I don't remember that. It is, I remember.
Kainé waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and... I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kainé saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kainé?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kainé always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kainé and Emil's situation myself.
Sad. What a start, hey y'all? Playthrough B. Hey Splontot. Yeah, we just started playthrough B. We did a lot of reading today. Oh, this feels new.
I should apologize to Kainé and Emil. But what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kainé.
Wait, is that...
Campfires are weird. I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kainé.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with this special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Oh, Emil.
Wait, You poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right?
Oh yeah, true. He couldn't see before. Aww.
Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
Are they really references to other JRPGs and curing petrification status? That's kind of fun. What? That's cool. Hi, Belly, by the way. Quadro, thank you for the 60 stream streak. I really appreciate it. Thank you. This is really cute. Hi, Too Cool. Aww.
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Come on. I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing.
I wonder if she's told Emil about the shade possession thing. It happened when I was a kid.
My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak.
So I don't know if her body is different because she has like a shade in her, and if that happened before like what we read, or if it only happened when what we read, or if it got like awakened. I'll keep going because I'm assuming that's like a spoiler, but
one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was.
Or I don't know if it has another meaning that I'm not picking up on for some reason. This scene is added. It was just in novel format before this version of the game because of budget reasons. Right. Like, is it play replicant? It's pre-Tyron.
No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Oh, Emil.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay. Can we just forget I told you about that?
Cute. Because I remember what you acting like a girl for. So is it like, you know, like maybe like a trans thing? Question mark? Am I not understanding that correctly? Or am I dumb? I don't know. Play replicant. That one line in the is brought up in the game. Yeah, so intersex. Okay. I'm gonna be a little.
Sleep well?
I might be a little stupid, but does that mean that she actually was? Okay, so she's got both bits. Is that actually like a thing? Like, is that like an actual thing that can happen to humans? I've never really like looked into that before. Yeah? Oh, that's interesting. Combination of both. It can happen. Interesting. Not very common though, is it? I would imagine. Interesting. Well, then that's really sad. I thought they were calling her a freak because she had the shade in her before, like, even as a kid. Now that just makes it extra, like, wow. Like, that's just fucked up. Like, more common than you'd think, though? Really? Interesting. Hi, Da Vinci. Thanks for the 55 months. Hi, Jaren. Welcome on in. Oh, it's the I in LGBTQIA. Okay. Very rare, but possible. Dude, that makes it even sadder. This whole time I thought that they were just calling her a freak because of the, you know? Sorry, I didn't pick up on that. I didn't realize. Thank you, chat. Sleep well.
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
I wonder how the rest of this is going to go. Yeah, because I wasn't too sure. Like, I wanted to understand.
What might that be?
Wait, what's this?
It's Mom's diary.
What?
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
Huh?
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here. Take a look.
Time for more reading? Okay. Saving. Oh, okay. What'd I miss? We are about to read... We were just talking. We're reading the Mom's Diary now.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you. What?
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
What?
Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Huh? Did I just turn into Kratos or something? What the hell? What the fuck? What is fucking going on? This feels very Full Metal right now. Okay, the only ALP I want to do, is this the correct thing to do? Only yes or no, I don't want to know anything else. Is this it? Is this correct? Yes? Okay. What is happening? This is the mother's diary? This is the world of the recycled vessel, created to avoid the destruction of all. I'm in the... Whoa, I love that it's like... Oh, I'm... Okay. Forgot how to play the game for a second. I went into Elden Ring mode. I love how it's like a really older, like, N64 game or something. Like the graphics or like the contrast is turned up to freaking 1,000. Oh my god. What is... Okay, so... Vice is still with me. Can't tell if same me... Well, it said Lunity, right? It did, so... I hope I'm doing the right thing. I'm gonna not read chat just in case, well, now I'm reading chat. But just to make sure. Lunity if she keeps up her gym grind. I just don't want to get spoiled, obviously. But I'm very confused. This feels futuristic, though. Like, the music is making it feel like a futuristic vibe. And obviously, like, he's older. Do the music. Ah! Oh yeah, I have double jump. What is going on? The Black Scrawl, a lost destiny, a white book of false truth. I'm at the manor. What the fuck is happening? I can't help but like wonder if this is a side thing or if this is actually a part of playthrough B, you know? Because this book felt like it could have been very easily missable, potentially. I don't fucking know. Okay, so we were at the manor, we were at the factory. No, not the factory. Soldieries of salt calling forth white death. They are legion, those who plunge. Fuck! Library. Salt? I read too slow. Chat, do you know what the rest of it said? Hi, Yukina. Oh, shoot. Oh. Vibing. Boba balls and vibing. Same, but different. I don't know if I'm supposed to go somewhere. Am I supposed to go upstairs? Like, am I supposed to be doing something? Oh. Obtain the one-handed sword, Fool's Embrace. Okay. I don't know what is going on. If the dragon's corpse brought death to the world, delivering into the power of magic. Those who plunge into the world into darkness? Those who plunge the world into darkness. What does any of this mean? This is the mom's diary? What the fuck? I think that's what I'm confused about, because it's the diary, but this feels futuristic. Ow, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, wait, I'm dying. How do I heal again? That's fine. I've been playing Elden Ring, so I'm trying to mix my brain together. It's mush. Hey, that looks like a... I don't know. Oh gosh. Am I okay? Can't see? Ooh, mama. Wait, I forgot how to play. Have to get behind. Forgot how to get behind. Okay. By the way, knows best, thanks for the 6 months, dude. I appreciate it. Also, Sensu Bean, thanks for the 4 months. I know you resubbed during the reading portion. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you so much. Okay, more healing. The black sickness stains the future. They journey to return to soulless vessels. Whoa, dude, this is so crazy looking. God, I hate. How do I? Get the heck? What the? This is so... I'm like in the temple, but different. I forgot I have this. Woohoo! It's kind of fun! Let's go. Ah. Okay. A lot of medicinal herbs. I know we're platforming now. What was that? How did my character just slip? Okay. Oh! What the heck? This is so crazy! Like I said, this game just keeps throwing something new at us all the time, and I am so about it. Oh, hello. Woo! God damn, I think I got hit. Not too sure. Couldn't tell if I dodged it or not. Okay. Kabuki outfit? We got an outfit. I forgot we got outfit. I earned 1,000 experience points and healing. Okay. So I went through this, but why did it like highlight this door? That was the one I did. This is the new door. Okay. Okay. Good thing I asked, because I was about to go to the other one. Okay. What is happening? The apocalypse divided the world in two, one that knows not day and one which has never seen the night. The apocalypse. Magic spewing bat? Oh, great. Hey, can I not jump? Leaping rabbit? Wait, why? Okay, it's fine. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh crap, I freaking leaped though. Wait, what happened? I leaked. Black and white, 13 packs. The vessel's forms waver as they cross time and space. These texts are going by too fast. I need more time to think about them. My brain is slow. Yo, freaking chill, dude. Jesus. It was just a one-time being locked? What? Oh, am I able to go into rooms I wasn't able to go into before now? Is that what this is all about? Oh gosh. I genuinely am not sure. Like I said, I don't even know if this is main or if this is side or what. Okay. Hey, yummy noodles! Okay, wait. Titanium alloy, can't be missing out on that. But it's green! Not sure which place to go first. Okay.
It seems we have been shut in.
Okay. Where?
Seems we have been...
Okay. Seems we've been shut in. Oh my god. Like, is this not... Hey, React Man! This game is wild. This is so different. Okay, where? Okay, hopefully this is the right way.
It seems we have...
Okay, what if I do... Oops, sorry. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yo, my god. Okay. Chill. Ugh. Okay. 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 I am in a perpetual state of what the fuck is happening. The Song of Man has been drowned out. In its place, the scream of something inhuman. The shades? So this, like, so humans go extinct, replaced by shades? Replaced by disease. Black scrawl. Replacing humans with zombies. I wish I could reread the beginning again. Just shooting out into the void. Hey, Relax Saber. We're doing great. Enjoying some NieR Replicant. It's been a few days since we last played. Almost a week. Too long. I saw Asian Invasion say he missed the characters, and I was like, dude, freaking same. I miss these characters so much. Oh my god. Fool's Lament. I remember you guys teaching me how to say that, and I feel like I said it wrong again. The sky falls with a dragon. The world ends this day. Drakengard reference? Question mark? Has to be. This has to be Drakengard stuff. Or something. Perhaps. Nah, really? I don't know. I wonder if Drakengard looks like this, and maybe that's why it did this. Because I've never seen any Drakengard gameplay or anything. Maybe it has this music as well? I have no clue. Zero clue. Hello. Ow. What the frick? Okay. This music is dope. Let me get that damage. Dude, wait, this guy's taking like no damage, dude. What? There's another one? Uh-oh. Oh my god. Okay, wait, we're doing damage now. What the F? Oopsies. Why do you take no damage? I can't tell. Okay. Whee. No idea. Oh my gosh. These thick boys. Maybe I'm wearing them down over time? I genuinely don't know. So many! Yeah, the magic looks wild. Ouch. me. Okay. There we go. Maybe last one? Not sure. Ow. Phew. Phew. How to do damage. Not sure if doing damage. Well, now we are. I don't know how it happens. Okay. Where am I? I felt like I was in a basketball field. The puppet priest collects the accursed prayers and polishes the vessel. Now I'm in facade? Basketball field? Did I just say a basketball field? I mean court. Hey potato, hi ginger dips. What's up y'all? Oh! What's happening? But yes, a basketball field. This is so bizarre. I don't know how I feel about this right now. I don't know how to feel. Scored a touchdown on the basketball field with my slap shot. Hit a home run. Like, do I get points for hitting all this? I don't know what the fuck is happening. She baited me out of the lurk. Got him. Such a bizarre segment. Ooh, hi, Piggy. I don't know what's going on, guys. Hi, air conditioner. What's up, man? Cover the carnival boss from Automata on violin. Oh, what? Wow, that's really cool. That's kind of the point. Just testing our patience. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, Yoko Taro, what are you doing? She's supposed to know? There's no way I'm supposed to know, right? What if I could just get off this at any time? Hello. This feels like a arcade, like thing. Like, do I get a high score after this? Oh, I missed one! Samurai outfit, hello! Okay, 4,000 experience points, and recovery potions, and 10,000 gold. Arcade shooter section. Okay, so now we're gonna focus on the new door, which is this one. Okay, got it. Got it. Maybe a nod to the Panzer Dragoon segments in Drakengard? You sense something terribly sinister beyond this door. It may be difficult to endure what awaits on the other side unless your soul is at least level 33. I'm 29. Oh. Also, should I be going in here? Oh, okay. Got it. We could do it anyways. Do you guys think I should do this even though I'm level 29? It says to be level 33. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're gonna do it anyway. Like, continue a new game? Close enough. YOLO! We go. RIP. So long as this memory exists, so long as mankind has hope, a bloody battle will be waged over the... Fuck, man. Ooh. I can't read fast enough. Where the hell am I? I'm assuming I had to do this though because of weapons. Or like this is probably a good, well obviously for extra context as well, but... Oh, this is over here. The heck? Boy. What am I doing? Oopsies. Oops. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place right now. Okay. Things are taking a little longer to die, but that's alright. Hello? It does save to each door, it seems. Ah! Can't see where I'm going. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Sick armor. Burrow. Oh my god. Dude, look how much damage! Good gracious! Health salve? That's more heals. Yes. I was gonna say go save. Foolish human, foolish human, foolish human, foolish vessel. I'm pretty sure it saves after every door. Now we're in the Manor Library. This is kind of cool though. Like a challenge mode, kinda. Boss rush, if you will. Not really. Oh, fuck. Okay. More? This game doesn't know it's talking to an Elden Ring gamer. True. Levels who? Omega lol? I will spend 5 hours on a boss. Don't even test me. Don't even test me. I've done it before and I'll do it again. Bro, this fucking weapon is so good. I don't even care if I'm spamming my magic like to literally nothing. I don't even know. Woo! What's up, McGuire? Welcome on in. I don't think he's learned how to swim. All is paid, all is sacrifice. Oh crap. Oh, this could get hairy real quick. This kind of thing makes me a little nervous. Get over here. Sneaky little guy. So much loot, what the hell? Whew. Okay, next. Oh.
Seems.
Yeah. Alright. At least like it's very generous with all the heals. Oops. I love this move. This move is so great. Holy. I am O freaking P. Level 33 who? We don't need no level 33. We're insane! Okay, but seriously, what the F? Oh no, where are you taking me? Getting random loot. Love it. Yeah, this is kind of like a Diablo or something. Yeah. Don't even worry about advice. We got this. Just forward V, I mean forward triangle all day. Except I can't see where I'm going. I'm not even worried. Nothing to worry about. Oh boy. Okay, what hit me? Okay, now might be a little... I probably should read the tutorial on how to fight these things. Ow. Oh, it lost its armor, that's why. Okay, so we just have to fight them until they lose their armor. That's fine. Okay. Next. Easy peasy. Hey, is it Zex Marquise? Welcome! How many weapons have we gotten so far? I don't know. We just picked up a few from doing these run things so far, so... There we go. A spear. Fool's Accord. So we're still getting some. Okay. We got like 3 or 4 new ones today, though. Do not bring back the light, do not bring back the vessel, do not bring back the future, do not bring it back. What does it mean? Oh my god. Annoying. Forcing us to get good. Oops. Okay. Ah, what am I targeting? Nothing. Stop! Please. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. We're getting better. Still kind of suck, but it's okay. Armor. Okay. Oh. Hey, Kira's! I can't even pay attention to the alerts. I don't even notice that they're going off. I'm so zoned in. Kira's, thank you so much for the 11 total months. Just come by to say hi and go out for a bike. Good night. Good night, Kira's. Enjoy your bike ride. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. I'm zoned in, dude. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wait, I need to kill this thing. Okay. Ah! Too much, too much, too much. Oh god. Oh god. God damn. Okay. Gotta break it. Break that armor. God, I'm afraid. Okay, you. Can't see. Magic is so intense. Okay. At least the weapon grind for Replicant isn't as horrible as it is for Drakengard. Oh, really? How bad is it in Drakengard? Ooh. Okay, I'm a little afraid. Ooh, ow. Okay, don't be in that basically, Looney. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, the damage is so strong, man. So good. 65 weapons, and you have to grind them all to max in Drakengard? Holy crap. Lunity made a new friend, and guess what? He's a king! I wish I had some friends. Aww. Every beam of light is an invitation to death. Dude, how many levels of stuff are there? My gosh. Hey, Oxy! Oh wait, we got some emotes in the chat. Hold. Snook wants emotes. I must investigate. I need to pause or else I'm never gonna get an opening to check it out. Oh, that was so funny. Annoying. Huh? Oh, am I supposed to go here? Whoa. Okay. Oh my god. Oops, I just canceled that. My bad. Not even like 4. Oh my gosh. Loony right now. True. It do be. Okay. She gaming. Starting to feel it in my wrist though. This has been a lot. I'm gonna have to take a break after this. And by break I mean... How am I gonna get this guy? Oh, don't make me. Oops. No, charge this bad boy up. Oh, okay. There we go. Ooh. What the heck? Are you? What the heck? Okay. Got him. Yeah, we've only faced 2 bosses in the Elden Ring DLC so far. We've killed 1 boss per day so far. This way? Here? Can I make this jump without dying? I don't know. Okay. I'm just playing it on the like a first save file log Z. Whoa! Wait, no, get me out. Bow. Yes. Scary. Oopsies. Yo, Mighty Midget, thank you so much. Appreciate the 51 months. Get out. Thank you for the 51 months, dude. Okay. Dude, I was about to be so sad. I was like, don't tell me I have to restart this whole thing. What? Am I dead? Okay. Ooh. Okay, gotcha. Guys, there's no freaking way. I'm scared now. Oh, fuck. Nah. Oh, wait, there's another one? Okay, hang on. I have to kill these little things or else this thing gonna bother me. Wait, what? They're on both sides? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these just in case. Is that thing moving? Okay, very slowly. I have time. I wanted to use my lance, but I can't lock on. And I don't know if I'll be able to... Who needs to be level 33? Exactly. Oh, if I do this, it'll kind of speed up the process a bit. Shoot. Oh, he's taking a little bit of damage. What the fuck? Okay. This thing hurts really bad. Fuck, Looney. I'm scared. Back the fuck up. Like, is it gonna slap me or not? I have no idea. Okay. Anyone else? Goddamn. 10,000 experience points. What level was I? 29? 50,000 gold? A dreaming vessel in a recycled world. There's no way there's more than 3 until the time of its awakening comes. I don't know what just happened for the past hour of this. Oh, gosh. The wrist is feeling it. It's more my forearm. Dear Diary. You completed the recycled world quest? Okay. We got a lot of money.
Huh?
Huh?
Is that the final entry of the diary?
It seems that way.
Interesting.
You figure anything out?
I fear not.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
What?
The diary again?
Yeah. Lately, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
The world of the recycled vessel.
No, 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 Looney. Sorry, I just wanted to see if anything new was gonna happen. Explanation time, maybe? As long as it's not gonna be explained later in the game. Like, if that's like a previous game type of thing, then I'm down for an explanation. Like, if this game isn't going to explain that further, it is not explained in game. This wasn't main story. Okay.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant
This is some meta
dream.
stuff?
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
This was DLC added to this. You did need the weapons though, ayo. So the world of recycled vessels, also known as 15 Nightmares, is the first and only downloadable content for NieR Replicant and NieR Gestalt. Released on May 11th, 2010. Okay, interesting. Well, I wasn't expecting all of that, that's for sure. Okay. The character you played as was what NieR looked like in the original US release of NieR. Interesting. Good night, Splantot. The Mother's Diary was DLC in the original. Okay. We got the weapons and stuff, so that's good. Okay, so what's the next thing we need to do? Oh, right, we're mad at Devila and Popola. So, okay, got it. Okay, we're gonna be wrapping up the episode here for today. This was a lot. I know we did a lot of reading, and we're still early into playthrough B with Kainé and all of that. I have a feeling, I guess maybe playthrough B will be on the shorter end of things if we don't do a whole lot of the side quests. Like, if we focus on the main story, I feel like this is pretty streamlined, but... Because I'm trying to remember and think of what happens from here on out. Maybe the fragments? Probably the fragments, actually. Yeah, a lot of really interesting backstory with Kainé. I love that, like, we got to learn more about her and her upbringing, her as a childhood with her grandmother. I almost want to go back to, like, where we found her with the, like, the little hut thingy and to look at the drawing again. So that'd be really cool to see. But this was a really interesting episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed all the reading and the little DLC moment that we just experienced. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave this video a like, subscribe to the channel for more NieR Replicant episodes or content, and if you want to join us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/lunity, I would love to have you in this community. Also, be sure to check out the Patreon. I have some full playthroughs on there. The full NieR playthrough of Automata and Replicant will be up on the on Patreon, so be sure to check that out along with a bunch of other playthroughs. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode. Bye!